19.
Once again, it hasn't been all straightforward for Quentin Hann. He's kept slipping slightly out of position, but he is striking the ball really well, full of confidence. 20. Just get the feeling he doesn't care where the cue ball stops, he's going to pot the next one.
And you can see a difference in his demeanour around the table and his facial expression. He's almost got a little wry grin on his face at the moment. He's bouncing around the table, really enjoying himself. And he knows now this is an excellent opportunity for 3-3.
$24. 25.
Frame already safe, the black to make that a definite reality.
$32. 33. $38. 39.
No wonder people keep saying the game looks easy on television.
47.
A great run of form from Peter Ebdon early on, and now it's Quentin Hann, and there's pressure out there. But doesn't look like it the way he's playing.
47.
Well, the break comes to end at 47. Peter Ebdon acknowledges defeat in that frame, and what a comeback this is from Quentin Hann. He scored well over 300 points without reply in the last 3 frames to level at 3-all.
He's certainly on a roll. Hann won frame 7 as well. That's 4 on the trot now, and it's the first time he's led in this match. But now in the final frame of the session, he's got a fair bit of work to do himself, trailing by 43 points.
I was just about to say, because he's 44 points behind, he's trying to bring the red that was in a safe position into play. But hit it far too fine. Now, will Peter risk a pot? He should do, really. A player of his class, you don't really refuse long straight pots. But I wonder whether he's going to play the deep screw back into baulk that he sometimes plays, Terry, or will he play like a Hendry or O'Sullivan would, a stun run through for the black?
Well, it looks as if he's just pushing it through, taking the cue ball down for the black. Told you, didn't I?
Guess again.
Well, I don't know what that shot was, Willie, to be honest.
Well, he tries to make things sometimes, Peter, into shot to nothings for no reason. A player of Peter's class would should knock that one in. He could still play a stun run through and leave the white low on the black. He couldn't leave a red on.
Yes, but the white was in hand. He could have moved the white about in baulk, left one like 3/4 ball, run through, didn't have to stun it even. It was non-committal, I think, which is protecting the lead he had.
Yes, it just shows you then how out of sync that Peter has got, purely because of Quentin Hann's dominance in the last 4 frames. Quentin would love to play the the loose red, but I don't think he can quite see enough of it to pot it. Only a safety. He doesn't want to push a red safe. He'd like to keep them all in open plate. Is there a shot to nothing on his found? Well, there was.
1.
Needs a bounce to make the brown a proposition. Well, he's not even looked at the brown yet. This was a good pot. He virtually got straight down, wanting to play the snooker beyond the yellow. Another 2 inches of pace, he'd be potting the brown.
One, Quentin Hann.
Oh, Terry, which one did he hit? How did he get safe?
Well, he'll have to play off 2 cushions and try and snick off the red, surely. Ooh, that was close.
Well, the miss. 4, Quentin Hann.
Now then.
Free ball. Will he
Free
play
ball.
the brown as a free ball? He should do.
Yes, you're right. Yellow's got an angle there to drop that in the middle. Perhaps he seems that's an easier pot for him.
The only reason I suggested the brown is guaranteed to cover the loose red with the blue, and he can still get on the brown again because it comes on its own spot. Playing the yellow as a run through would possibly leave this loose red, and the yellow's into a blind pocket, whereas the brown would be into an open pocket. Nevertheless, it's there and played to perfection. This is a chance.
Brown.
Well, he got the yellow,
1.
and he covered the red also with the blue, which you're mentioning, Willie, so he played that shot well. But you're right, it was a blind pocket, it was a good pot.
Both players have overrun the cue ball on that
5.
shot this evening. He's played for a choice of reds. As it happens, I didn't think that one potted. I thought he played for the choice of the other two, so he's actually played the shot very well indeed.
6.
And even though, as we speak, he's 36 points behind Terry, his favourite to win the frame here.
Yes, you're quite right, Willie, the way the reds are placed, but it's an important frame. He knows
13.
it. You have to slip out of position a fraction of an inch, and that could finish things off.
$14.
Despite all the points that Quentin Hann has accumulated this evening, he's done it with a lot of awkward shots involved. Even when the balls are perfect, he seems to slightly slip out of position. And there you see he's over 100 points in front of Peter Ebdon, despite Peter Ebdon being 3-0 in front, and Peter Ebdon actually won one of the frames by 120 points.
Yes, the only thing that can come to Peter's favour here is a kick.
21.
This is a practice position. But already has been hampered queuing once, hampered queuing again with a spider. He's doing his best to make it difficult.
$22.
And because he's finished low on the black, he's going to have to play the cannon now. Can either play the cannon into the pink, or he can play the cannon into the middle of the three reds, either which will avail good position. He's left himself hampered again. Wanted one kiss, not two.
29.
Just the one kiss would have been great. The fact that he got two kisses has left him hampered now.
.30.
Played that one well.
37.
Sometimes when the balls are staring you in the face, as they are here for Quentin Hann, it just can put a little bit more pressure on you. Tend to look a bit of a mug if you miss from here.
38.
Really has been a struggle, this break, from what appeared to be
44.
a straightforward position. 2 points in front. So one good pot on the red. Should be enough. Played that very
45.
well. Had to avoid the cannon on the blue, had to make sure he hit it hard enough to get the cue ball on off the cushion. He did both.
Yeah, he could have played that red and swung the cue ball in and out the balk, just in case he missed it, but positive choice of shot. Not the case with Peter Ebdon a bit earlier on in this
47.
frame. And he had a bash at a long red instead of stroking it in. It could cost him.
49.
Yes, I'm sure he felt he was done enough to win this last frame. Just checking the scoreboard to find out that how many more colours that young Quentin Hann will need to make the frame safe.
52.
He now knows that brown and blue will be the case.
.56.
Well, this has really been an excellent performance from Quentin Hann. You can almost see the smile written across his face. He knows he's pulled trees up here to get out of this session winning 5-3. To win 5 frames on the trot against any player is very, very good. To win it against one of the top 8 players in the world is excellent. Ebdon started with a 44-look favourite to win the frame. Hann replied with a 67 clearance to pink to take it and go into the final session, leading by 5 frames to 3. And doesn't his smile tell it all?
I don't think he'll be having the ball put back because a miss was called, do you, John?
No, I think Laurie Annandale was wasting his breath there shouting this, but what a mistake that was, Ray.
How costly will it be? And now it's decision time, though, for Quentin. There's no easy pot on. Has he got the snooker?
Pink.
Well, he's going for broke, John, I think. See whether it's the right decision in a moment.
Well, it's a free ball. Peter Ebdon snookered. Why not put him back in? I mean, he'd be trusting to luck to get this green safe. is. Well, he didn't even play the pink. Well, he's got to be careful. Don't understand that shot whatsoever.
Well, one can only think that he wasn't fully snookered. Maybe Peter could hit the green, but even so, why play it like that? If the pink had gone in the way, it'd have been a foul stroke, but Peter Ebdon can get through to the edge of the green.
This green is possible, but I think he's going to be slightly hampered by the black. Or maybe he just can get the cue parallel with the table and into the middle of the cue ball. Just. Unlucky.
3.
He could be snookered here. Just caught the bump of the middle pocket. But for that, you don't expect him to. Somebody in the audience laughed and Quentin wasn't amused and said, "Is that funny?"
This is getting hard.
It's a cruel and hard game sometimes, Quentin. But he's not let it get to him so far in this match.
No, we did say that earlier on, John, that Quentin's temperament at times, he'd let things get on top of him, but he'd been exemplary throughout this match. Maintained his cool and his concentration, but it's getting frustrating. He needs a bit of luck. And played.
3. Quentin Hann.
He didn't trust the luck there. He played to hit it just for it to reach this end cushion. Maybe drop behind the pink. Hasn't done that. And Peter Ebdon doesn't need what might prove to be the difficult black. Just blue and pink to cut the deficit to 1 frame.
Nine.
So now it's becoming anybody's match, this. 7 frames in a row. Quentin Hann won.
15 in frame.
Looked
Two to
a
Ebdon.
hot favourite and was. Not so now. There's not a lot to choose between them. Just 1 frame. 7-6 to the Australian.
3 on the run for Peter. Can he keep it going into frame 14 now? It's Quentin to play. He's 23 points behind.
Once he'd taken
One.
it on, a terrific pot that, John, really, wasn't it? He deserved to perhaps have better position, although I think he is on the pink.
He's potted some tremendous balls in this match. He really has. He's on the pink, but I'm not certain if the pink goes back on its spot where the next red comes from. Now, does the pink go back on its spot? And if it does, is this red available? I would assume it is. Well, does it go on? This is a very big decision from Laurie Annandale. No, it doesn't.
7.
If it had a done, there'd have been nothing there for Quentin to go at. Now, a good chance. Peter Peter Ebdon there, chalking his cue. But I don't think he'll need to be hit, or he'll have a chance to hit a ball for a few shots yet.
Eight.
Well, he's decided to play for the blue, but he's made the cardinal error. He's come too straight. He might just be able to force an angle, but he needed a nice angle just to drop it in. Well, he made a bit of an angle. He played a lot of right-hand side
13.
as well. Pink on the black spot, which suits him fine. Yes, just roll this in, and pink for the opposite corner.
14.
A few little intricate positional shots to develop the situation into a frame-winning one. But you certainly expect him to be in front at least at the end of this visit.
Well, no, that surprised me a little. Why did he take the cannon? A little stun shot on the loose red. The two reds that he
20.
disturbed would certainly would have been available once the pink was off its spot for the left corner. Now it's just slightly more tricky. And the black's available though.
21.
It's okay. In fact, he's near perfect. So black will take him into the lead.
Yes, and this is an excellent performance from Quentin Hann, having led 7-3. To see Peter Ebdon win 3 frames in succession would have put doubt into his mind, but he seems to have put
28.
that all behind him in this frame. He spotted some excellent reds. And now just a couple of good positional shots away from winning this frame. He's 5 points in front, and those reds that are left on the table with colours would be sufficient to give him this frame. It's not straightforward. As I say, just a couple of inch perfect positional shots and he'll be on his way.
Twenty-nine.
Well, he skipped the chance of leaving the angle with his
36.
last shot. Needs to get into the reds this time, off the black.
37.
Yeah, maybe he can just roll the black in, come behind the two reds, just knock them apart and leave the one to the left corner. Could be ideal, this. Mustn't miss the black, that's the main thing. Same result
44.
in a different way. Now what a chance.
$45.
He made a 44 break in the last frame and lost it.
52.
Now 29 points in front. Peter red and the black. But he may find that the angle is easy to go out for the pink, which then means he'd need the other red, just as he sees it.
$53.
Well, that was a pot. He's played for the blue, so he's going to need the last red now. It's a little bit wide, but just had the right pace for the pocket to accept the ball. It's looking not too good at the moment for Peter Ebdon. Is he on this red? He's going to kiss it. He's not on it. He's 35
58
points in front. There's 35 left. He's not on the pot, but he's got an easy snooker to lay. Big favour.
$58. Quentin Hann.
It's gone too far. Peter can't do a lot with it, but it's easy to hit. But what a splendid 58 break that was. He really worked hard, some great shots to keep it going. And considering that he'd lost 3 frames in a row, he'd been put through the ringer by Peter Ebdon. Great reply. And he's nearly over the finishing line in this, but not quite. Oh, he might be now, though.
4. Quentin Hann.
So Peter Ebdon now wanting a snooker, so it looks as if he's 1 frame near a defeat.
So Pete has to show World Championship winning form to stay in the tournament. He's up the table, 8 points up in frame 15.
Where's the cue ball going? Where's that cue ball going?
Well, 4. Quentin Hann.
You can say unlucky, but that pocket's been there for many a year.
Absolutely, Johnny really shouldn't have been anywhere near it, should he? So a reprieve for Quentin. Missed an easy red to allow Peter that chance, and I'm sure he didn't expect to be back again quite as quickly. He's taking a tough red on, running into the black. Should knock it towards the corner if he plays it steadily. He didn't play it steadily, he took a chance, and
1.
I don't think he'd be too unhappy at that, John, do you?
Well, I'd certainly settle for it. Once again, a good pot. And he knew he was running into the black, but he thought playing it at that pace, he wouldn't be hitting the black full in the face, and there was every chance the cue ball would go up to the other end of the table. He's nicely on the blue. Of course, cannoning into the black as he did,
6.
he's not the black safe, so Peter may think he's got a chance after this. Well, good pots, but immediately I knew it was going to go close to the pocket, and so did Peter. Another day it could have rattled in the jaws and he'd have been on the black. Not today.
$7.
So it's a case really of just chipping away at these, and he's come a little bit too straight on the blue for his liking. But he's really only blue and pink to play for off the reds. Well, maybe just a slight angle.
$12.
I mentioned on his last visit when he missed the easy red was the side to the winning line. You wouldn't expect it to. He's a good competitor, is Quentin.
Yeah, he's been
13.
to the quarter-final of the UK once before. year 2000 before losing to Ronnie O'Sullivan. But it's not territory that he's too familiar with, quarterfinals, so he's on the edge of really establishing himself in the top 16 for a year or two. He's number 14 now, but good season this year would give him
18.
2 or 3 years of security.
$19.
Yes, if he does get over the winning line, he'll play the winner of
24.
Alan McManus and Ronnie O'Sullivan. Could be a repeat of that quarter-final, but he's still got to win this vital frame. And Ronnie, of course, is still going to beat Alan McManus.
He didn't play for this red along the right cushion. He played for the lower red of the cluster. It was on, but he just didn't judge the positional shot. He's now having a look at the possibility of a plant. It's certainly, as you can see, not in line. He's thinking about making it. But it's one of those, if he goes for this, he needs to go in because he's going to open all the reds, which is dangerous. But he's thinking, if I can knock this in, it could be the match winner. That's the only reason he's being tempted. Good shot.
25.
And it could be now. Had to make that. Never touched the side, and he's on the pink.
Yes, he does play a fair bit of American 9-ball pool, and there are a lot of plants
31.
made in that case. Pockets are somewhat larger, John, but nevertheless that was a good shot, and he's given himself an excellent chance. Just must hold control of the cue ball for the next couple of shots.
$32.
Don't think he's quite far enough. He wanted to just drop behind, maybe the middle one of that line of 3 reds behind the pink. I think he's got just the wrong angle on the pink to do it easily.
Yeah, I think it's one of those, anything but straight. Oh, he's not too bad. Can stun across for the red that's just in the corner of our picture. The red near the right-hand cushion into the right corner pocket. We always say that apart from the odd occasion, the worst thing you want to be on any ball, be it red or a colour, is straight, because you have only one option. You can either go backwards or forwards line. If you've got an angle, there's certain things you can do with the cue ball. Unfortunately for Quentin, he's stunned it across nicely, but he's just gone a little bit too far. Playing this into a blind pocket, they are missable. Clean as a whistle now, as if he's on this pink. If he's on the pink, Just another 3 or 4 inches apace, and I would have called this a frame and match winning chance. Not just yet. It's a good pot, that. Played it confidently. Just a fraction short of pace for perfect position.
Yes, I think it's even too much of an angle to screw the cue ball to the side cushion, then back across behind this red that's on the back cushion here. But worst case scenario for Quentin is that he misses the pink. Gets the pink and missed position. He's still in control.
Terrific shot. Terrific shot.
45.
Had a lot of pace. Stunned off the side cushion. He's 41 front. Red colour, red required. And another top seed
46.
will bite the dust. Nothing he can do. He's had his chances. Will he get another one? I doubt it.
Well, Quentin just again the wrong side of the pink, but enough. Oh, and that's a super shot again. He really has produced 2 very good breaks.
52.
In the last 2 frames.
53.
Now he's relaxed. He lost the first 3 frames to Peter Ebdon. Won the next 7.
59.
Lost the next 3. And
60.
he's won the final 2. And this is a little bit of the potential that we've all known that this Australian's had.
66.
Did say earlier that he has
67.
been working very hard. He's got his temperament together. Peter Ebdon did his darndest, but Quentin Hann was just too good at the finish and really thoroughly deserved to win by 9 frames to 6.